Negotiating paying your buyer's closing costs typically only applies to the lower priced homes at entry level of the market that you're in. So some buyers are cash poor. They don't have enough money to do the down payment and the closing costs. And closing costs are pretty expensive for buyers. It can range between 2 to 4% of the purchase price. So if your buyer and your buyer's lender is going to have told the buyer this, if they don't have enough money to close on your deal, they may ask you to pay some of their closing costs. And the way that's done is you can have your escrow company, and again, through the HomeCopilot process, it allows you to agree to this. You can have your escrow company give your buyer a credit towards their closing costs. Now, the highest credit we've typically seen is 3% of the purchase price. So again, this doesn't happen very often. I estimate less than 10% of deals sellers give, pay towards the buyer's closing costs. And again, as in all these negotiating items, it depends on your market condition. If you're getting interest from buyers that don't need closing costs, then of course you're not going to agree to it. If you are having trouble finding buyers, then yeah, maybe you're going to be a little bit more flexible in agreeing to that. So another strategy you can use so that it doesn't cost you anything, and I've used this before, and HomeCopilot allows you to do this, is once you have a price that they're asking to pay, you can add the closing costs on top of the purchase price. So you can increase the purchase price by the closing costs, therefore it's not costing you anything. You got to be aware that your property still has to appraise at value in order for this to happen. So there's some risk when you increase the purchase price that it may not appraise, but typically that's a pretty low risk. It doesn't normally happen, so usually you will be okay. So again, it's going to depend on your personal situation whether you agree to this, but that's the information you need to consider when you make your decision. Happy home selling.